Alrighty, welcome to another 4-on-4 team draft. We've got myself, the sandiest of dogs, Andre, and Slade battling against Terabat, always on the other team. Namor Squats, Mac the Knife, and Andreas Echo Baronin. Alright, I think their squad is slightly favored, but we'll do our best. So here, I really don't even like Mind Twist that much, honestly, but I think it is better than Counterspell. So I'm going to first pick Mind Twist. It's just not my favorite. Part of the problem I have with first picking Mind Twist is if you don't get good acceleration, Mind Twist isn't good. And if you get good acceleration, well, most things are good. So it's just kind of an awkward card. But I do think it's probably better than Counterspell Pick 1, Pack 1, not the least of which because it's splashable. Passing Stoneforge, GTA, Counterspell, Steel Seraph, Scrubland, Ash Barrens. Yeah, maybe we'll get back one of these random artifacts or something. All right, pick 2. This pack's also pretty mid. I'm really not the biggest Inquisition fan. I think I'm just going to take Xander's Lounge. Mind Twist goes well enough in Grixis. This is one of the best Triumphs, probably the best early Triumph to take, because these are the colors. It doesn't touch green. Green has good fixing, and Grixis is such a strong color trio that I think this or like Rafine's Tower or maybe a Ketria Triumph are like the best ones. All the red, like red blue or black blue are pretty good. And this is both. Other options would be to take Inquisition or to take Basalt Monolith Wheel Zerda, but whatever. I'm just going to take Xander's Lounge. And I'm probably just going to take Pest Infestation here. It's the best card in the pack. Obviously, I took a Grixis land, which isn't going to help cast it, but Pest Infestation is very good. And I think it's a lot better than Stern Scolding, Celestial Colonnade, Loran. Yeah, let's just take that. I don't really know where we're going here, but we'll find out. So far, we've got 2 strong X-Spells and a Tri-Land that is one of the 2 colors. Fair enough. And next up, no, there's a Birds of Paradise. All right. I mean, again, Birds is, I think, the best card in the pack. There's also Blood Crypt, but I just took a green card, and Birds is a strong fixer, so I guess we're Birdsing. There's Mightstone and Weakstone as well. Sika's Chariot. Yeah, none of these cards, I think, really are better than just taking a Birds of Paradise. It's acceleration for Mind Twist. That could get something done here. Pest Infestation is a 3. Mind Twist is a 4. We'll go with that. Xander's Lounge not looking the most ideal here, but still doing all right. Let's see what else we can get. What would I be looking for here that I could realistically get past? Another 1-drop Accelerant, Fetch Land. Oh, Leovold. Okay, Leovold with Birds and Xander's Lounge is pretty nice. There's Rafine's Tower, but that doesn't look as good here. There's also Mesmeric Fiend, Kaito, Talisman. Yeah, these are a bunch of kind of mediocre cards, but I like taking Leovold here. Now I'll take Sylvan over Vendilion Click, Manamorphose, Vindicate. Yeah, Sylvan is great. And this could be like the start of like a Sultai control deck that plays some acceleration, but not really like gigantic stuff. And is just trying to accelerate out things like Mind Twist and Pest Infestation, Sylvan for card advantage. You know, maybe if you're lucky, a turn 2 Leovold. We've gotten past some really good green cards. Sylvan, Pest Infestation, Birds are all excellent mono green cards. Leovold's obviously many colors, but it's also a pretty good one if you can cast it. And then Mind Twist pairs nicely with all of these cards. Xander's Lounge is not perfect, but we have blue and black cards, so it's already good enough for both Leovold and maybe splashing Mind Twist in like a blue-green base. And who knows, maybe we'll get some red cards too. Minsk and Boo, Lelia, that sort of thing. I don't mind being like 4 color, no white with some good fixing and good things to accelerate into. Is anything going to come back out of this pack? Let's see. 2 cards are going to be left. I'm going to guess the 2 cards that are left are Wormcoil and Nurturing Peatland. There is a possibility, though, of Fire Blast if no one's drafting an aggressive red deck. I don't think Custodial Lich, Vindicate, Sarah Paragon, or Collective Brutality or Manamorphose are very likely to wheel. But I guess we'll find out. I wouldn't mind Manamorphose in this deck, though certainly not more than Sylvan Library. Sylvan Library is great. All right, about to get another pack here. Let's see what we got. Virtue's decent. Not really an upheaval deck. This deck's lower curve than that. Don't really have anything to go with Ren and 6. It does have Frantic Search and Spell Queller and Reprieve. These are all strong cards, but I think I'm just going to take Overgrown Tomb. I'm looking pretty black-green, and untapped green-black duel is pretty nice. So it's Overgrown Tomb. Probably into Lotus Cobra. This is also looking like a good Lotus Cobra deck over Augur, Bone Shards. I guess we're not doing the Zuran Orb combo this time, but I like Lotus Cobra here. Lotus Cobra, especially since this deck's going to be very highly prioritizing fetches, Lotus Cobra can help accelerate out of Mind Twist. So all the big artifacts wheeled, so there's a bunch of lands. I think I take Zeotor's Proving Ground because I think I'm more likely to want to play all the colors but white. Scrubland is an untapped duel. That is nice and all, but I think the Xander's or Proving Ground is going to be better. And here, do I take Waterlogged Grove or Beseiju? I don't want to take Raphaelos here, and I don't want to take Reclaimer or either white card. Do I take the blue-green duel that also can sack for mana, or the spell card? I think I take the Waterlogged Grove because I have Leovold as a blue card already. I like being able to sack my lands to draw, and I have Pest Infestation as artifact removal. Okay. There's 2 decent black-green cards and an Endurance. I've heard good things about Endurance. I haven't played it tons. I don't think I'm going to take Pylon here. I think I will try the Endurance. I don't know. We'll see. This pack is kind of all bricks. I think I'll just take the generic best card. Here I could see myself playing Escape. I don't think I'm going to play Kroxa or Unmarked Grave. And I don't mind passing either of them too much. So let's take that. Oh, Vindicate did wheel, but I'm going to take Nurturing Peatland. I think that's going to be stronger since I don't have white fixing yet. Oh, last pick, Rexage. All right, I will take it. All right, this is a pretty good start for like a Golgari control deck, maybe splashing blue and red. Let's see what we can open here. Any Time Walks? Any Time Walks. I'm always looking for Time Walk. It's like the best card. This pack's pretty mediocre. I don't like Spellseeker for Pest Infestation and Mind Twist just because it's so slow to do that. Hymn to Turok is good, but kind of hard to cast. I think I might take Ponder. I don't mind having some base blue cards here. Ponder I found to just be excellent. And it's not like I have a ton of black cards. I have 1 black blue card and 1 black card. So I think taking a blue card is fine. I would love to wheel Questing Druid, Wall of Roots, Talisman, Hymn. Really, any of those cards would be nice to wheel, and then given that people are going to take Spell Pierce, Spellseeker, Samwise is probably going to go, Wedding Announcements will go, maybe one of the lands will go. I feel pretty good about that. Oh, okay. I'll take a Mox Jet, sure. So Andreas must have opened a pretty good card to pass Mox Jet. Brain Freeze is going to go, Crocus, Retrofitter. Sadly, a Windswept Heath's going to go, but sure, we'll take a Mox Jet here and follow it up. Ooh, this could be a Library of Alexandria deck. It's got a lot of the cards I want, which is like Mox, Acceleration. It doesn't have much early interaction. That is part of it. There's also Currency Converter, Green Sun, Zenith. Slate will be back soon. Miscalculation. No, I will take Library. This is actually a time when I think Library could be decent. And can Green Sun Zenith wheel? It frequently does. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe. I'm not going to count on it. Green Suns is also a card I could have considered taking there, but I think Green Suns is good in very few decks, so I'm not that worried about passing it. And there's no real reason to pass Library. Like if Mac is playing like blue-red, might just take Library there, and that would be pretty good for him. I guess he has Miscalc to take as well. But I think Library is solid here. Library can work nicely. Like turn 1 Library, turn 2 Land Birds. You know, you can start making your plays with even though you've got Library going. Here I think I just take K Command. It's a pretty nice disruptive card. I've got a couple red sources. I think I like it more than like Venser or Chart a Course, and I'm not really in a position to take Mox Opal or Talisman. Yeah, I'll just take K Command here. I do have a lot of artifact removal now with Rexage too, but Mac loves drafting the blue artifact decks. Part of the reason I didn't feel like I was going to go into it this draft, so having K Command is decent. Here I'm probably just going to Smuggler's Copter over Restless Vinestock. I do like the Vinestock well enough, but this deck's going to have a decent amount of creatures in it. Copter is also just a much stronger card. I don't really want to pass a Copter. Like just the team draft part alone makes Smuggler's Copter a lot less ideal of a card to take or to pass, even though Restless Vinestock would be pretty nice in this deck. Okay, here we've got a Thalia that I don't care about passing, a Steam Vents, which would be decent, but Fertile Ground is actually looking pretty good here. This deck's got a lot of colors going. I think I'd rather have that as acceleration, so we'll take that. Pass up on Thalia, Steam Vents, Arc Trail, some black removal spells. Fertile Ground's a solid one. The main weakness of Fertile Ground is that if someone blows up your land with Strip Mine, Wasteland, Vindicate, that sort of thing, or even bounces it with Cryptic, it can be pretty annoying. But most decks aren't really going to mess with it, and it's a 5-color fixer that is reasonably safe and, you know, kind of has haste. You can just play it and use it immediately. Works well with land untapping effects, though I'm not really doing that here. Fetch lands would be amazing for this deck. I'm in great need of honestly, a green or black fetch would both be perfect. Well, there's a black fetch, but there's also a Grist. Oh man, Grist is truly excellent. I'm going to take Grist. I would love a Marsh Flats, trust me. It's a good pack, but the other thing I'm looking for is another 1-drop accelerant or two. Ignoble or Noble Hierarch would both be acceptable. I guess I'd rather have Ignoble. I have a Mox, so that helps, but I have some pretty nice turn 2 plays like Leovold and Grist that I would love to slam. Grist also is another way to crew Smuggler's Copter. Turn 2 Copter, turn 3 Grist, make a 1/1 is a perfect start. So I don't like passing Marsh Flats here, but I feel like my fixing is pretty good. With 2 tri-lands, a dual land, 2 of these dual lands, and a Fertile Ground, plus a Birds of Paradise. Birds goes a long way. Okay, pick 8. What's our last new card going to be? That was a pretty strong pack for pick 7, honestly. Even having the option of a fetch and then not taking it, pick 7 is pretty wild. All right. Pick 8, Lotus Field, Savai Triome, Orcish Lumberjack. I actually think it's probably just Fatal Push here. Not really a Lotus Field deck. I don't need another Triome. This is not a Loam deck. Just take Fatal Push. And we are going more into green-black, but I don't really feel bad about the Ponder pick too. All right, let's see what we wheel here from that first pack that had a bunch of decent cards. There's also, the second pack was also pretty strong, with the one where we got to take Moxjet second. So that means Andreas probably opened either a Mox that was more on color for him, or like Time Walker Ancestral. Oh, Questing Druid Wheel, perfect. I think this card is going to be really good in this deck. Also another reason to take Fatal Push. This is just a low curve deck, and this is a nice little 3-for-1. So Questing Druid it is, over Spell Seeker, though I did kind of expect Spell Seeker to not come back. All the white cards came back, so did Deceiver Exarch, so did Goblin Engineer. Did Mac open Lotus? No. I think I just take Adeline because it's so much better than every other card here. I don't know. Seems fine. Agatha's Soul Cauldron Wield. I have a Grist, which you can actually exile. But I think I just take Liliana. This looks like a Liliana deck. I don't think I take Thespian Stage. All right. I guess I could hate either Emery or Lurker or Staff. I'm not playing... Sorry, Yawgmoth's Well or Emery. Yoggle and Emery are kind of similar. They go in similar style of decks. This doesn't really look like a Yawgwill deck. I think I'll just hate the Staff. I don't know. I guess Omnath is pretty hard to play. And yeah, sure, I'll just take all the white cards here. All right, well, Andreas is definitely not playing white. Sandy Dog could be, but I don't think any of those were going to get through the Sandy Dog anyway, so I don't feel like it's... Like, if there was a bunch of white cards, I just wouldn't have hated them. Oh, I could have taken the Hex Mage for the depths, but I might just take Fast Bond. Unfortunately, we know Zern Orb is gone. There is Crucible. Fast Bond, this isn't really the best Fast Bond deck, to be honest, though it is really nice with Library. And I could still pick up some Draw 7s. Also, Leovold is good with Draw 7s. We haven't also passed any of the Draw 7s, like literally none. So there's Time Spiral, Echo of Eons, Wheel of Fortune, Time Twister, Sail into the West, all just floating in the ether. Stage and Hex Mage are both gone, unfortunately. All right, well, I'm going to take Fast Bond over Hex Drinker. I feel good about passing Parallax Wave because I don't think Andreas is at all likely to use it. Fastball can be good with Sylvan. They both make you pay life, but like against a matchup where the life total is not being pressured, it's still fine. Can't take Tinker. Not an Ancient Tomb deck. There's Courser for Fastball, but I might just take Breeding Pool and try to wield a Courser. I think Breeding Pool is very good. There's Mishra's Workshop. There's Balance. There's Titania. Chromatic Star, Tundra, Pentad Prism. I don't really love any of these options because the three best cards in the pack are Balance, Mishra's Workshop, and Gristlebrand, and I'm not in a position to use any of those cards. Really just have... I mean, I've just been drafting all the fixing but not white. I could Pentad Prism. This isn't the best Pentad Prism deck, but it's okay. Pentad Prism is just kind of a strong card. Titania with these two lands. I don't even have any fetches. Doesn't seem great. I think Pentad Prism is better than Chromatic Star. Yeah, I mean, I would like Balance. This is really not a balanced deck. I just have a lot of creatures too. All right. Not thrilled with that. Oh, now there's Archon too. Ugh. I might just Vamp though. Vamp for Mind Twist is pretty good. Vamp for Leovold can be good. If you draw some draw sevens, I don't know. Vamp is fine. And hopefully we can pick up a draw seven. Well, there's a draw seven. It's not a very good one with Leovold because they can just choose not to draw the can, but it does mean that they don't get the benefit from it. I think Sail into the West with Fastbond, Vamp, and Leovold is probably pretty good, and Library. There's Watery Grave, Dothy Voidwalker, Baleful Strix, Time Warp. A lot of good cards in that pack. Really what I would have loved to see is like a Thoughtseize or Duress. I think those would be pretty excellent for me. Rex Sage maybe can get out. Escape to the Wild's also good with Fastbond, by the way, so that is not bad. Currently, I'm playing 18 land plus a Mox, which means I need another playable or two, but we'll get there. Oh, gotta be Ignoble. I mean, I like Bayou, but I already have Overgrown Tomb. Deluge is not even great in this deck, but another one drop for all our threes is perfect. Oh, and there's Noble. Yeah, I'm in for that. I've got Leovold, Grist, Liliana are all great to play on 3, and I don't really care about Arcfiend of the Dross. Don't feel bad about missing out on Eternal Witness. All right. Now we're at 16 land plus Mox Jet. So now we're actually kind of in nice shape. Also have a lot of untapped green. Ooh. Yeah, now I'm probably just going to take Questing Beast. This is a really good Questing Beast deck. Just curving into Questing Beast is perfect. Snuff Out is really good with Library of Alexandria. That is something to keep in mind, but I think Questing Beast is kind of the strategy this deck wants. Maybe I cut Rex Sage now. And yeah, the Ponder still looks okay. Was hoping to pick up a fetch land or two. Pentad Prism looks okay. Dark Depths Wield, unsurprisingly. I have the Fastbond. There's the Crucible. I don't really have the ability to use that. Sneak Wield and Depths Wield, which kind of means I feel okay about passing both. Maybe just take Raging Ravine here. And yeah, I'm not going to play Crucible. So I guess I'll just take Raging Ravine. Okay, Courser, Wield, and Courser is something I am interested in. And I'm passing the best card as a Wandering Emperor, which I don't think Andreas is going to be able to use very well. Now I'll probably take a Tundra because it's the best card. I don't mind passing any of those, and I'm not playing any of these cards, so let's just take the Tundra. Oh, a green black land? All right, I'll take that over Vorniclax. Ooh, Dothy Voidwalker. I will play that card. I'll pass a Chandra to do that. And then Lingering Souls. Oh. I'll take the Lingering Souls. I don't think I'm going to play it, though I guess I have a couple ways to sneak it in. Okay. This is a pretty solid little deck here. I don't mind this deck. I like this style of deck. This deck would be quite a bit stronger if it had a 1 Thoughtseize. Leo 4 colors. Let's see. And boom. Let's see what we got there, because this was 45 cards, right? 10, yeah, I got all my cards. All right. Even though someone still has a pack technically. All right. So this is a couple cards over, but I bet we can figure that out. Honestly, I might just cut Fertile Ground. I picked up 3 1-drop accelerants. They're so much better for my deck, and I have Fastbond in my deck, so I don't want to play. I think playing Fertile Ground is risking Mana Flood a little bit too much. There's no real reason to play that. All right, let's see. How many forests am I going to want? A lot. 4. 5 forests gives me 6, 7, 8, 9 untapped green. That is pretty good. And then swamp, red, blue, something like that. Oh, this is a few too many lands. Maybe 4 forests. So currently we're at, before we get to the what spells we're going to cut, though I think at this point, actually, I might cut Pentad Prism too. I just don't want to have too many mana sources, and I don't want to cut, I want to play 16 lands, I think. So this is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 green. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black. That's plus the green fixing. That's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue plus Birds and Noble and Lotus Cobra. So it's like 7 blue. And then it's going to have to be Ponder is what it's becoming pretty clear. Red, 1, 2, 3, 4 red sources plus Birds and Ignoble. So that's 6 red sources for K Command, Escape, and Questing Druid. Oh, plus Lotus Cobra, so 7. And then blue, 1, just try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue sources for Sail into the West and Leovold. Yeah, this looks great. I have to go buy $1 million Questing Beast, I'm sure. But I think this is solid, and this is 18 lands effectively. So I could cut a land and then put in like a Pentad Prism or a Fertile Ground or a Ponder. My main issue with that is that I've got Fastbond and Courser, so it's kind of nice to have extra lands. It's not that bad. And 2 of my lands sack to draw a card, and this taps to draw a card, and then 2 cycles, so, and just 2 attacking lands. So yeah, this all seems totally fine. All right, let's see how this does. I think this deck has some pretty solid outs. Alrighty, time for round 1. I'm on the play against Mac, and I'm going to keep this hand. I think I actually lead with Nurturing Peatland Noble here. It's not typically the play you'd make when you have a breeding pool you could play instead, but if I draw a black source, I want the option to play a turn 2 Liliana. Looks like my Noble might die. No, it did not. I guess we'll send for 1. Got nothing better to do here. Drawing black would be good at some point, given that I have 2 double black spells in hand. But I have access to all my other colors, and I have Questing Beast coming down next turn if Noble doesn't die. And if Noble does die, then drawing a black source lets me play Liliana or Voidwalker. Okay, Oliphant getting Mountain into go. I'm kind of feeling like there's a counterspell coming, and see, I told you, Mac drafts red a lot. Yeah, whatever. If I get countered, I get countered. Kind of feels like I'm going to, but was hoping that one would resolve. And now if I draw black, oh, black would be really good here. Not quite. But I guess here's where we're at. All right, what did we exile here? Kaito, so we're like Grixis. Fair. True Name Nemesis got exiled. That's not great for me, because now he's going to play that. I get to Liliana, but probably the True Name stays alive. Oh, good. Now I drew a black. Well, Actually, that's not terrible, because now I can play Dothy Voidwalker first. And then Liliana. And now you sack Lelia, presumably. And I pass the turn, and then next turn I can Dothy Voidwalker Lelia into play. The true name's gonna hit me. Oh, I'm just dead now. All right. Yeah, miscalc into a good 3-drop into another one, and I was a little bit short. Yeah, I don't think I want Rexage or anything like that. I think I'm ready to roll here. I'm on the play this time. Mox Jet showing up would have been nice. Oh, all right, I'll keep this hand. So here I'm going to go Proving Ground into Forest Smuggler's Copter. And hope I don't get Spell Pierced, I guess. Would be really nice as if Mac didn't have the Spell Pierce, I guess. If I got a thing to Pest Infestation this turn, that would be cool. Okay, let's play Xander's Lounge and just pass, and then end of turn Questing Druid here. Or let's try to Seek the Beast. Look, I even have Questing Beast in hand, so I can actually Seek the Beast successfully. So now you either miscalc that or let me get a potential 3-for-1. If you miscalc this, I get to play Questing Beast. All right, that worked out pretty nicely. The Beast has been seeked. No, that's not. Sought. Sought is the word I'm looking for, excuse me. Certainly that wouldn't be misinterpreted. Questing Beast is pretty strong. Let's see if Max got an answer to it. Kaito, make it so it can't attack or block. Sure. If I draw land, I'm going to escape to the wilds. I think that's the plan. I could Pest Infestation, but I feel like just escaping would be nice. And then would I hit? Oh, actually Forest, Fast Bond. And I don't really think there's a reason to play another land this turn, because I can just play it next turn. I don't necessarily have to take damage. Okay, the Questing Beast is once again locked down. I can play all of these things, so let's go Liliana first. Yeah. And +1 it. Discard an Ignoble Hierarch. And you discard a Voldaren Thrill Seeker. You just didn't play it because of the Liliana, I guess. And then I'll play Leovold now. Getting countered. Venser. Okay. Sure. I guess you get to Kaito the Questing Beast. And then attack with Venser. Deals damage to a player, though, so you can't even attack Liliana. You do get to bounce the Venser and then make a thing. Oh, so you're just going to do it this way. Just hit Lily down to 2. Do you have another play, though? No other play. Interesting. I think I'm going to start with Courser of Krufix here. See what's up. Hitting a string of lands would be nice. Getting remanded. Okay. Let's just Lily you. I'm just worried about Venser getting bounced by Kaito. That's just a pretty strong combination, so I think getting rid of the Venser is good. And I actually think I'm just going to play Courser here. Because if I hit a land, I can play Sylvan. Oh, land is great. Fatal Push is not terrible. Now I can play Sylvan. And Sylvan Courser is also a pretty nice combo. So we're doing pretty well here. Just getting very ahead on resources. Orcish Bowmaster. Okay. Sure. That's okay. I have a Fatal Push coming. So what I think I'm going to do, depending on how this turn goes, of course, is draw Fatal Push, and in response to Sylvan, Fatal Push the Orcish Bowmasters. So I think that's a pretty good plan. Okay, you made it so my Questing Beast couldn't attack or block, but that doesn't matter too much. And then Bauble. You already know what my top card is. All right, now I feel like I'm in pretty great shape, especially since I can kill the Baleful Strix as well. All right, that resolves. In response to that, let's Fatal Push the Orcish Bowmasters here. And if that works, then I get to Sylvan. Wouldn't mind seeing some lands. All right, put on, actually I'm at 15, pay 4 life, put on top, play Cottage, play Swamp, break even on life here. Oh yeah, this is going great. Play Sylvan, play another Swamp. Okay, sail into the west, nice. Let's go Dothy Voidwalker. Play that first, I think. Ooh, what do we got? Oh, sack Fiery Islet. Okay. Play Leovold. See if this resolves. And then Pest Infestation the Strix for 2. And if that works, then I get a bunch of tokens. And all right, and then I even get to attack Kaito with the Courser, which I think is better than attacking Mac here. I don't know, it's kind of close. All right, well, we've got a pretty significant advantage now. Mac is going to need something really big to get out of this, and Leovold also cuts off a lot of the really big plays. You can't cast a draw 7 with Leovold in play. So yeah, we got game 2. Let's do the scouting report and head to game 3 here. Okay, so still don't want Rex Sage. Oh, I don't think I want any of the white cards. Yeah. Do I want like Fertile Ground? I really just don't think so. All right. Let's just get a fast draw. Just 3-drop on turn 2. That's all I ask. That's it. Or like a turn 1 Dothy Voidwalker off of a Mox Jet. I wouldn't mind that one either. Let's see what opportunities we have here. On the draw, and this one's pretty nice. Turn max bowling, and I have turn 1 Lotus Cobra, turn 2 Leovold, and a Vamp Tutor as well. Okay. Overgrown Tomb, Mox, Lotus Cobra. And what do I do turn 2? Kind of depends on what Mac does here, but what I might do here is Island. Oh, there's Mind Twist too. Yeah. I'm going to get green. Just going to cast turn 2 Leo. Yep, has the counter. Oh, maybe not. If you brick on counter for once, that would be sick. Oh, that's sick. Never mind. All right, and I do a Mind Twist, so my next turn's play is really going to heavily depend on what Mac does, but I might Mind Twist. If you just play a True Name or something, yeah, I'm just going to Vamp for Liliana. Get that True Name off the board here. Where's Liliana? Am I losing my mind? Oh, there she is. Liliana of the Veil. Draw. I could Mind Twist for 1, but I really don't think that's a very good play. So let's just get black here. Play Lily. Sack True Name. And then I'm not gonna play around Lelia. If your play is Lelia attack Liliana, then that's fine with me. I just didn't really want to block with Leovold, so Didn't seem great. All right, don't hit a land, please. Hit Voldar and Thrill Seeker, that's fine. You had a land. Oh no, you have another play? I don't like that, because this Mind Twist has gotten a lot worse now. Oh, K command is nice though. Let's go red. Mind Twist for 2. Oh, and you don't have the 4th card type. So now you're at 10. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack. I'll trade here. You're at 7, and now I go draw step, K command, you discard a card, and I get back a Lotus Cobra. And hope that that card was good. All right, now you attack with Lelia. Exile Mana Confluence. Okay, sure, you can play Mana Confluence. That's fine. I go to 12, you play Mana Confluence. Lotus Cobra. Attack. Down to 4, and then now you can't attack if you don't draw something. I mean, you could and just hope. All right, let's see what you flips. Island. All right, I'm going to take it, and I have lethal out. Let's see if you have found something. You play the island. Don't think I want to play noble here. So I'm just going to attack with both and hope that's enough. Oh, you drew Orcish Bowmasters? Okay, okay. So I get to draw a card. And then, oh, then you ping. I drew a Fatal Push. That's so good. Okay. So let's see. Where do you ping? Okay, so you're pinging Lelia, pinging Cobra. You're at 4 and you got a 2/2. All right, I'll let you decide how to block here. You go to 1. Okay, I'm gonna Fatal Push the Lelia then, I guess, and play a Noble Hierarch. Pass the turn. This has turned into a very, very close game. And then now, if you don't draw anything, you can't really attack. But, oh, I guess you might be chumping here, because Leovold's going to attack as a 4/4, thanks to a Noble Hierarch. So you do have to chump with one of your tokens, or one of your cards. And I need to draw... I mean, any action spell does the trick. I also had the play of not attacking with Lotus Cobra the other turn and just killing Dragon's Rage Channeler with K command and dealing 2 to Mac. Maybe that would have been better, actually. Okay, are we going to hit me down to 5 and then chump with Bowmasters? Kaito would lose me the game pretty hard here. Or are you going to try to hit me for 1 and then chump with the token? It's kind of close. I'm not sure what not sure what's going to end up being better for Mac. I kind of assume Mac has no good card in hand, because otherwise you would make a different attack. All right, 5, draw, not action. Attack, chump. Okay, you chump. I just don't think I want to play the fast bond. Just keep a card in hand. Can't tap the Mana Confluence now. Can't attack if you didn't draw something. All right, another land. Attack with Leovold. Chumping. All right, feeling pretty good about this now. I think I'm going to keep that in hand in case I draw Courser. I don't know how much that's going to matter. Do you have an answer? Can't tap Mana Confluence. Oh, this has ended up being a super close game. All right, you're at 1. You didn't play anything. Okay, I guess I still just attack with Leovold. I don't really have a choice. What is this? Mystic Confluence? Bounce it. Oh, Mystic Confluence is brutal. All right. Whew, what a match. Got there, and it was close, but we are 1-0. Alrighty, time for round 2, playing against Andreas Echo Baronin, who's playing Blue-Green Tinker. Whew. What do I do about this? I keep this hand. It's effectively 2-land Grist Leovold Mind Twist on the play. And I'm down for that. Turn on Fastball and go. The dream. But if I draw lands, this hand becomes great. Oh yeah, Andreas also has Mox and Soul Ring, so not ideal. All right, land. could have been a land because I've got Fastbond in play. Grist. I mean, turn 2 Grist is pretty good. Look, I milled not a land, so then next turn I'm going to draw a land. I mean, if I draw a land and just Mind Twist for 3 next turn, that's pretty great. Oh, man. Okay. Well, Rex Age is coming in. I guess I can't Mind Twist next turn. Leovold does do good work against the ring, though. So if I can draw a blue source here. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. No point in attacking. Shame that if I drew an untapped land, Questing Beast plows through the ring protection, but getting to cast Leovold next turn I think will be good. Obviously, I'm probably just still going to lose. He opened on Mox, Soul Ring, 1 ring. That's just not really a very beatable hand. Okay. Tireless Tracker. I'm probably going to have to kill that one with Grist. To Oracle with Counterspell on top and play a Botanical Sanctum. All right. 2 cards in hand. Sack this. I think I just blow up Tireless Tracker. Then I play Leovold. And do I Mind Twist for 1 also? I guess I probably do. All right, Wall of Roots wasn't a great hit, but there's a counterspell coming next. Doesn't really seem like I'm going to do too much better. All right, play a land, then hit a Mox. Another Mox too? Okay. And Andreas' last card is Counterspell. Okay. This is a winnable game. It's not a great game for me. Leovold's going to do a lot of work. Oh, are you even going to Manglehorn me? I'll take a card. I'll cash that in. Oh, that's a nice one. So let's probably start with Questing Beast, which is going to get counterspelled to set up Pest Infestation. I think I'd rather resolve Pest Infestation than Questing Beast here. He's got to counterspell this. +1 Grist. And pass the turn. I think next turn I'm going to kill the Oracle, but Oracle's actually not as big of a threat without with a Leovold in play. Because he can't get the cards off the top of the deck quite as easily. Well, he drew 2 lands. But next card is a Tree Speaker. He's got Coveted Jewel in hand he can't even cast. Or it just doesn't do anything. Leovold is really pulling his weight here. Though it would have worked out better to Grist the Oracle. This is still, I think, going to be kind of decent. Let's draw land. Let's go Pest Infestation, Soul Ring, and Talisman. For 2. All right, drawing an island next turn. That's minus, sack a pest, kill the Oracle, and hit with the Leovold too. Why not? All right, pass the turn. You lose some more life. you draw your land, you play your tree speaker, and you level it up a bunch. Leovold, impressive work. Impressive work, my friend. You are really getting the job done here. Let's draw. Oh, questing druid. Yeah, let's fire that off. Let's seek some beasts here. I hit forest and sylvan. Land. Question druid. Sylvan. This is a 1/2. There's a 9. Yeah, let's go. Just lose the grist. Lose the questing druid, actually. Kill the manglehorn. And then attack with everything. You have to chump Leovold or die. And then you take 5, and then you're dead to the ring next turn also. Yep. All right, all right. Leovold stopped about 10 card draws this game. And drew me an extra card off the Manglehorn too, why not? You could even draw a card with 1 ring here, but then 1 ring goes down up to 3. So I guess what Andreas probably does draw the card off 1 ring, goes down to 1, and it has to draw a Tinker to get rid of 1 ring, and then I don't even know if Tinker saves you from this position, but that certainly is going to be part of it. All right, well, that was sick, and we'll see what we can do game 2. We get to board in Rexage at least. All right, so let's get Rexage in. Fatal Push kills Hex Drinker, Draga Tree Speaker. All that, yeah. Endurance might not do too much, so let's take out Endurance. And do I want Ponder in? I don't think so. I think we're good here. Yeah. I don't think I want Armageddon. Containment Priest. Containment Priest is kind of interesting against Tinker, but besides Tundra, I guess I don't have a whole lot of white sources. I could always put in the Pentad Prism. I'm still not even 100% sure I shouldn't have Pentad Prism in play. In my deck, that is. I do like that this deck has K-Command, Pest Infestation, and Reclamation Sage. It has some really good anti-artifact cards. So I kind of like how this is going. Also, Leovold, both of these rounds, has just been an all-star. I mean, Leovold is really good if you can cast him. He's not easy to cast. But once a Leovold's in play, it just has such a huge effect on the game. Shuts off all their card draw. Everything they do draws you a card. It's also a 3/3. You can get some good attacks in. Feeling pretty good about it. Have yet to library anyone, I will say that. Okay, on the draw here, I guess there's some thought to maybe taking out Escape because it's kind of slow, but Escape also helps me find Leovold, even if a little late. All right, what do we got? All right. This hand needs Fast Spawn so badly. If I can find it. Oh, nice. No turn 1 play is what the library start wants to see. All right, Fast Bond or Mox Jet. That's what we're looking for. Fast Bond or Mox Jet. Questing Druid. Nope, but Ignoble Hierarch is perfect because now I get to go. This is exactly the curve I was talking about, where you kind of make up for the fact that you're librarying by then playing a Hierarch. This is actually going to be a pretty good library game. Is what it's looking like. Obviously, he could play something big this turn. Land Mox 1 ring is pretty good. But I've got Rexage up for if something gets tinkered for, which this might be a tinker. Yeah, this is Tinker Sacking Chromatic Star. All right, what are we getting? What are we tinkering for? Tinkering for the 1 ring. Sure. I can't blow it up, unfortunately, but I can play Grist this turn, I think. I think that's what I'm into doing. And then +1ing. No, didn't want to mill that one. Pass. Unfortunately, all my duels come to play tapped. All right, let's look for Library, or Leovold of Alexandria. Let's use Library to look for Leovold. Next turn, I kind of want to draw an untapped land so I can continue curving out, but it'll kind of depend on what he's got. Asika's Chariot. That I'm probably going to want to blow up. All right, draw. So there's the untapped lands. Let's go Rex Sage on the Chariot here. Yes. And play, I guess, a tri-land I think is going to be better. Let's make another insect. I think we play tri-land. It's tri-land versus one of the attacking lands. Maybe I do play Raging Ravine. I still have double black next turn, but then I'd have to, no, I'm probably not going to attack with the Ravine next turn, I don't think. So let's just do this. Still looking for Leovold here. You're up to 11 cards. I mean, that's a lot of cards in hand. Unfortunately, he also has double Mox Soul Ring, so he can convert all those cards into action, though he hasn't drawn one yet. I guess that's a start. Really don't like that I milled my Pest Infestation. That was going to be a big one. What are we looking for here? Really looking for Leovold more than anything else. Fast Bond would still be excellent. I would get to kind of manage my land plays to keep library going, but still get to play a bunch of stuff. I would imagine he's going to go land Mox, make a big play, or land Soul Ring, make a big play. Hopefully not Soul Ring plus Mox or 2 Moxes. That would be a lot harder to deal with. If it involves Draga Tree Speaker, I guess I'm pretty happy. Can't possibly involve leveling up Draga Tree Speaker, right? No. Sylvan, Caryatid. Okay, we're just playing a million creatures. Sure. You probably should attack with the cats here. Yep. Block. Do I want to double block? Yeah, I think so. I might have to sack something else, but if I let Grist get hit and then sack the Grist, that doesn't really seem like it or sack one of the remaining tokens, that doesn't really seem to work. Lotus Cobra is interesting. Okay. I kind of want to kill Raphellos here. What can I do? Millions of cards. Kind of want to get a Dothi Voidwalker in play also. Let's go Lotus Cobra. Play a Swamp. Draw with Library. Oh. Fatal Push is interesting. Add black. I'm 1 mana short of making all the plays I want, which I don't love. Maybe I save the Fatal Push. Because I can go Dothi Voidwalker plus... Yeah, I think I save Fatal Push. Because I'm going to go Voidwalker, Smuggler's Copter. And then I think I have to -2 Grist. I'm going to sack the Ignoble Hierarch. Destroy Raphellos. Pass the turn. Next turn I can still Sylvan. The reason I wanted to get Voidwalker and Smuggler's Copter into play is the 1 ring life total is going to start adding up, and getting some pressure out I think is important. Triskelion is a card he's got in his deck. Do have to worry about that. But yeah, that can only kill 1 of Voidwalker Copter. It can kill Voidwalker plus Cobra, I suppose. And then I did kind of like having the ultimate on Grist ready to go, but I think Raphellos taps for too much. Taps for up to 4 mana this turn if he plays another land. That's way too much. Okay, leveling up Tree Speaker is fine. I wish I had a black left over to Fatal Push it in response. That would have been nice, but this is still, I think, pretty good. Tireless Track? Sure. I don't really care about that. Okay, now you're down to 4 mana. You've already used Tinker. Utopia Sprawl, sure. I mean, you're getting a lot of mana sources into play. Like, that is true. It's blue. You don't have Counterspell up. And 4 more mana. We have like a Phyrexian Metamorph copying the 1 ring, something like that. I guess that would be a play you could make. Or a walking ballista, maybe. Oh, natural order, sacking Sylvan Caryatid. Uh-oh, what is this? I guess I don't know what he natural orders for. Titan of Industry. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. I see. So it's going to blow up my Smuggler's Copter and gain 5 life? Oh, no, make a 4/4. Okay. This isn't going to be too bad for me, honestly. I think this is fine. What are you discarding? Discarding an island. All right, so I have 7 cards. I have up to 5, 6, 7 mana this turn, but I think I still start with library most likely. Draw. Oh, okay. That's good too. So let's start by, how are we going to spend our mana? I think I do want to play Raging Ravine. And I want to add a black. I'm going to Fatal Push the Rhino. I've already used Lotus Cobra, so I'm going to sack this, sack a Lotus Cobra, kill Titan of Industry. Now I can play Titan of Industry off Dauthi Voidwalker if I want. Or I could just attack for 7. I'm at 20. Kind of feel like just playing Questing Beast and attacking for 7 is better than playing the Titan. Like, what does playing Titan get me? Can't blow up the ring, can't blow up Derogatory Speaker, can blow up Utopia Sprawl. Let's just attack you. You can chump the Questing Beast. That's fine with me. You didn't. You go to 3. You're going to need something pretty good to get out of this. The Tinker's already gone, so you, at the very least, have a problem where you're at 3 life and the One Ring has 5 counters. That's a mismatch. And then that it doesn't factor in the fact that Dauthi Voidwalker is going to attack you for lethal. Questing Beast is also there too, though that you could presumably block. Raging Ravine could also come in here. Yeah, that Ignoble Hierarch was the whole game, basically. Getting to go library into Forest Ignoble and let me kind of play on curve normally. Like, I started a turn later, but I got to play a 3-drop on turn 3 and then, you know, use 4 mana on turn 4 while drawing an extra card every turn. Actually kept me up with the ring. I mean, the ring is still very good. A turn 3 ring, draw a card, next turn draw 2 cards is a lot, but drawing an extra card off library and making a play every turn actually worked out just fine. Had a couple big plays here. If you're cracking the clue token, I think you're dead. And I really don't think it's not going to be easy to get out of this. It is possible. Something like Upheaval could do it, but if you played Hex Drinker, that presumably means you're not playing Upheaval. Maybe next time you need 3 Moxes and a Soul Ring. We've got not even a great play next turn, probably like an Escape to the Wilds, though honestly just animating Raging Ravine is likely to be a part of the plan. Grist also did fantastic work. Both games, like this game, it killed 2 creatures after making some tokens. Last game, it killed multiple creatures. Like Grist is a solid card. I don't have really any burn in my deck, but Questing Beast has also kind of delivered, so I haven't been unhappy with that either. Like I said, you got to get rid of the ring or gain some at least 3 life to not die to it, while also getting rid of Dauthi Voidwalker. And I guess you don't need to get rid of Questing Beast or Raging Ravine, but as things currently stand, you can chump Raging Ravine, and I guess trade Tireless Tracker for Questing Beast once you sack a clue. But Andreas looks like he's a bit stuck here. He's got 11 cards in hand, a lot of options. Upheaval was, like I said, the most likely option as to what can get you out of this, because it bounces both my attackers and the ring. But I don't even know that he has that card in his deck. And again, casting Hex Drinker, you don't usually do that before casting Upheaval. So it looks to me like he is out of time here, much like the movie with Justin Timberlake. And we'll see if he can come up with a solution. Been really impressed with Questing Druid in this deck, by the way. I guess last game it mostly just got sacrificed, but it's just a nice little 3-for-1 at a pretty low cost. I wouldn't play it unless you have access to both red and green mana, but this deck does. And the mana has worked out well enough so far that it hasn't really been a big issue. All right. What you got? Mr. Baronin. Played a forest, got another clue. Okay. And Time Warp would be the kind of card that could beat me. Though with Time Warp, you still need to get rid of the One Ring Monster Manual. Uh-oh. Okay, you could put something good into play. I guess we'll find out what that is. Craterhoof Behemoth? Okay. 16. I mean, that's not quite lethal, is it? 16, 21, and I'm at 24. Wow. One more creature would have been lethal. Any creature. Actually, you even get to do 1 extra damage because of the clue token. But this is still not quite enough. And I guess I block the Craterhoof. And take a million damage. I take 5, 12, 17. I'm at 3. Not quite enough. Oh, you'll love to see it. All right. 2-0. Let's see how round 3 goes. Alrighty, time for round 3. 2-0, which is kind of overperforming with this deck, but let's see if we can get the clean sweep. Ooh, I like this hand. We're playing against Terabad, who's on like blue-black Reanimator control, which makes Library of Alexandria especially appealing. And hopefully we can go just get Library rolling. No turn 1 discard spell would be really nice. Because then we go turn 1 Library, turn 2 probably Raging Ravine, turn 3, you know, Library, hopefully find a cheap card to play and go from there. You love it. Library, I mean, if it's good this game, that'll make 2 games this draft where Library was really good. That's not bad. I might have to revise my opinion on that. Though, if it's good, it's because it's, you know, I got to pair it with the kind of cards which I said were good with Library, like Ignoble Hierarch or just against a control deck. But we'll see how this goes. Oh, never mind. All right, we're getting griefed on turn 1. Don't like that because that makes this Library no longer functional. I'm probably just not going to play any cards on turn 2. It'll depend. If he reanimates grief and takes a second card, then yes, I have to just play my hand. If he doesn't do anything, if he goes like land go after this, then I will probably just wait so that Library gets up to 6 and then pass. And hopefully next turn it gets up to 7. If I get discarded again, though, it's just such a beating. But given that I especially drew a forest, if I drew like Ignoble Hierarch or some other play that turn, maybe I would have just made that play. Smuggler's Copter or something like that. But yeah, he's going to make me discard now. Terabad just has my number. All right, well, I still don't really regret doing nothing because my hand is just pretty blank. So I probably can't afford to do this again if I get discarded again. Is he going to Necromancy? Well, no, I probably actually have to just do it again because I've drawn all lands so far, so it's not like I'm missing out on plays. Yep. All right. Cool, cool, cool. It's not like... So if I had played a land on the first turn, I guess I would have gotten a Mind Twist for 2 or something. Yeah, that's not that crazy. All right, let's draw a card. Vamp Tutor, huh? Yeah, I'll do this. I'll pay the life, pass the turn, and go to 12. And then I probably am gonna vamp end of turn. We'll see what he does. Nothing. All right. Vamp. And I kind of think I just get Pest Infestation here. Draw. Now that I've drawn Sail into the West, I kind of feel like the Library plan is less needed. Let's hope this works out. The one thing I don't like about this plan is if I get if he reanimates Grief again and makes me discard Sail into the West, that's pretty annoying. Let's see, are we getting counterspelled here? Or perhaps not. I didn't really predict that I would have spent the first 4 turns making no plays, but I think had I known he had all those cards, yes, I clearly would not have done that. Odawaring the Necromancy. Oh my god. Literally everything that could go wrong this game has gone wrong. It's been an impressive game. All right, well, there goes my Sail into the West. And I guess we'll Raging Ravine and start to get rolling on that, huh? What was my best draw here? I don't even really know. Questing Beast, probably. Oh, Courser of Krufix, actually not bad at all. Let's go Courser, Raging Ravine, pass the turn, Hole Breacher. Okay, well, I guess I'm glad I didn't use Library or Sail into the West. No wonder he kind of waited on Sail into the West. That's funny. Yeah, I'll play the land. Ooh, and there's Leonard. Leonard Pivold. Let's play this and pass the turn. I give up a Raging Ravine attack, but I think playing a land off the top is worth a lot. Now I can also double block the Grief here, which I probably will do. And Hole Breacher can't really attack. I mean, we're this one Courser of Krufix is kind of holding everything together here, but we'll see. Let's go Leovold. Yeah, I mean, I do take damage this way. Play Zeotor's Proving Ground. Top card is Endurance, huh? All right. Pass. And Endurance is going to be nice in this matchup. If Carl never draws a spell, that'd be pretty good. That would give me a good out. Oh, Fast Bond. All right, that's not terrible either. So let's get Raging Ravine going here, because we still have enough mana for Endurance afterwards, so feels fine to hit with Ravine. I'll trade for the Hole Breacher. Seems fine to me. Hole Breacher's a dangerous card to have in play. It doesn't shut off too many of my cards, but it shuts off some. I mean, this actually trades for both, which would be nice. He's snap blocked. Interesting. Maybe he has a Wrath of some kind. He knows about the Endurance because Courser, remember, is templated in the old bad way, which shows the opponent the top card. So you can't reanimate here. Yeah, it looks like we're getting deluged. That's fine. Tap for a green. Let this resolve. And I think I'm actually going to Endurance myself here. These are a lot of good cards. I wouldn't mind getting a bunch of spells back. I'm drawing a Fast Bond next turn, which I don't really love. Okay, there's a Chupacabra too, sure. All right, time to draw Escape the Wilds and get back on the train here. No reason to play my other land. No, we've traded off a bunch of cards. He's got one card in hand and a 2/2 in play. I get the first draw step from this position. I have nothing going on either. I'm playing my land because I don't think getting up to Library is very realistic, so might as well just play my land. All right, spell. Kind of. Cobra. Little Cobra Kai here. I'll block the Ravenous Chupacabra. I've got nothing better to do. Okay. You're on 3 cards in hand. 2 cards in hand, no action. Oh, let's cycle Xander's Lounge. And play Sylvan Library with Mana Leak up. All right, Sylvan Library is definitely something that can get some action going. Uh-oh. Ophiomancer. All right, that makes a 1/1. This has been a nice little drag-out game here. Let's draw Mox Jet. That is bad. Draw. Put on top. Put on top. Play Waterlogged Grove, pass the turn. All right, well, I'm going to see some new cards here, but this isn't great for me. Go to 4. And draw a card. Draw. Cool. I guess I'll play a land and pass and hope to draw Escape from the Wilds, I guess. I mean, I just hit Sylvan into 5 land in a row, so that's cool. The game was interesting until then. Then things took a turn for the worse. Toxic Deluge got me pretty good here. Leovold's excellent against this deck. If I can land it. Now, I don't really think I have much of a chance here. Sure, hit my lands. Okay. All right. Well, that was round war, game 1. Do I want Rex Sage? Not really. I kind of want Lingering Souls, though. It's got a lot of discard. Do I need a basic island for any particular reason? I don't think I do. Put in Lingering Souls, and Fatal Push I think is fine. Endurance is definitely good. I like all the value cards. Sylvan Library, all that stuff. I kind of want to take out Fast Bond. Then maybe I just take out a land. Just go 1 less land in these long games. All right. I will try this, and I suppose hopefully I can land a Sylvan Library a little earlier next game. I think that would be nice. Lingering Souls I can discard to Smuggler's Copter. I can mill with Grist, discard to Sail into the West, or just get like Hymned or whatever. Okay, I'd like to play first. I will keep this hand, but of course I have Lingering Souls in the opener. I also have a bunch of ways to cast it. I've got Noble, Birds, and Tundra, so clearly what's going to happen this game is it's just going to rot in my hand, but hey, you know, I have a chance to cast it at least. What am I hoping to draw? I guess Sylvan Library is just the card I'm hoping to draw here. Yeah, Inquisition me, take my Leovold, I guess. Maybe you take Pest Infestation if you have a specific reason to do so, but it's going to be Leovold or Pest Infestation for sure. And, oh, I drew the Tundra. That's actually pretty nice. I'll keep that one under wraps. I think Lingering Souls will be pretty decent in this matchup. Okay. Oh, and there's Sylvan Library. Well, let's just still get the Lingering Souls into play. Then next turn, I could maybe flash it back and play Sylvan Library. I'm not sure if I want to flash it back because of Toxic Deluge. The one risk of this is I really don't want to get my Sylvan discarded. Well, all right. And all right, we're forced now to flash it back, I think. What I really would like to draw is Sail into the West. That would be great. I just have to do something here. And if he does have Toxic Deluge, I at least have Pest Infestation to kind of restock the board. No play. Okay. A Hole Breacher or something. Yep. Well, Sylvan Library wouldn't have done a whole lot against Hole Breacher. I would just not draw the cards. Somewhat interested in casting Pest Infestation now. Let's see what we draw. Oh, questing druid's interesting. I think I'm just going to pass here. Take 3 again. I mean, these Lingering Souls are kind of going the distance. That was a good sideboard. Really good job, me. And I feel like going an end of turn Seek the Beast is going to be nice. He knows I've got Pest Infestation. Also, Toxic Deluge. I mean, it still doesn't matter that Hull Breacher's out, but the more creatures he plays, the worse Deluge gets. Alright, end of turn, I'm going to cast Seek the Beast. See if the beast has been sought. Kind of has been sought. Let's send in the spirits again. Forest, play birds. And I'm just going to wait on the questing druid because at this point Toxic Deluge is the way you get out of this, and you don't have very many turns left to draw it. Also, at this point now, if Carl casts Toxic Deluge, my next play is going to be cast Pest Infestation and make 6 tokens. So that feels like a pretty good follow-up to me. No plays, has to oh, he's going to discard a big creature to hand size? Oh, I see. Oop, didn't mean to attack with the bird. Yeah. Alright, there's Necromancy. Alright, so we'll do that. I'm going to cast Dothy Voidwalker. And I don't think I'm going to Pest Infestation because it's Gristlebrand's going away already. But now Gristlebrand is no longer able to be animated twice, because it's going to get exiled thanks to Dothy Voidwalker, which I think is pretty good. Maybe I should have played Questing Druid, actually, before the Voidwalker, make it a 2/2. Okay, he's drawing 7. Alright, don't love this. Feel like there's a lot of stuff that could get me here. Though I guess, actually, no, maybe, no, playing the Questing Druid is probably not good, because one of the outs is to Deluge for 2. To kill the Voidwalker and all the tokens, so I don't think I want to play another creature into that if I don't need to. So I guess Questing Beast is probably a card I'm hoping to draw. Dothy Voidwalker is threatening to play a Gristlebrand. If I had birds back, I wonder if I would have chumped there. I kind of feel like yes, but I'm not sure. All right, here comes the Deluge for 2. You go to 1. Hull Breacher's also gone because of the Voidwalker. And then pass, discarding a bunch of cards. All right, Endurance I think would also be a nice card to draw at some point in this game. Of course, just drawing Questing Beast would be the cleanest answer. Discarded Atroxa, Archon, Echo Vians. Oh man, alright. Guess I do need to draw Endurance, huh? Nope. Yep, alright. Let's make 6 tokens. And pass the turn here. Reanimating Archon does not do it by itself. An Archon with haste would. I just lose to Corpse Dance. That's fine. Collective Brutality. Okay. And then Animate, go up to 6. Oh, Shallow Grave does it. All right. 2-1, and my teammates won no matches, so we actually lost this draft, but that's all right. This deck, going 2-1, I was very happy with. I think this deck was a 1-2 or 2-1 deck most of the time. That's most decks, but it was a solid deck, not great. Had a good library game, and a game where library kind of trapped me, though. That game went so long, it actually, I think, was fine to play it out the way it was. And had some good creature lands, had a Leovold, which did a lot of work, and had some solid removal. You know, some good interaction. K Command, Pest Infestation. Never really landed a big Mind Twist. Still don't think that card's great. But that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you hanging out as I drafted a pretty solid little mid-range deck here. And I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. It's going to be a sweet one. I just know it.